The ultimate bench press form tutorial. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, first things first, you're gonna lay down on the bench. Obviously, the next step is to grab the bar. Now, where you want to grab the bar is going to depend on a couple of things. It could depend on your goals, your shoulder health. Many different things can come into play with this, but let's talk about a wider grip first. Now, a wider grip is going to put more focus on the chest muscles. So if you want to work more on your chest, then a wider grip will be the best decision for you. However, if you have any type of shoulder injuries, any type of funky things going on with your shoulders, this might not be the best idea because it can place a little bit more stress on them. In that case, you might want to do a more narrow grip, which will put more emphasis on the tricep muscle. So if your goal is to work the triceps, you might want to go with a closer grip anyways. Then you're going to want to set up your arch. Now, this is a very controversial thing. Some people think that if you bench with an arch, you are a cheater and you should be condemned to hell. However, there are many benefits to benching with an arch. First of all, it's safer for your shoulders as it puts them into a safer and more stable position. Second of all, it can help you lift more weight by reducing the range of motion. So if your goal is strength, if you are a power lifter, for example, this is going to be way better in helping you lift more weight. And also it helps you produce more full body tension, which is overall what you want in order to lift more weight as well. If you have more of an aesthetic goal and you just want to grow the muscles and get a pump, then okay, benching with an arch may not be for you, but everybody has different goals. And if powerlifting federations around the world don't consider benching with an arch cheating, then maybe we should reconsider calling it cheating. Anyways, let's say you do decide to go with an arch. This is how I personally set up my arch. You'll also notice that I unrack the weights before I lower my hips. You could do that as well if the bar placement is too high and the J-hooks aren't adjustable, because some benches are designed that way. However, I still like to do this method because it also puts your shoulders in a better position. And speaking of full body tension, you're going to want to create something called leg drive, which is basically flexing your quads and pushing your feet into the ground to create even more stability. Now, once you have all this down, let's talk about the bar path. So you're going to want to touch the bar to your chest. Always touch the bar to your chest. And once you touch the bar to your chest, you can pause for a second if you would like to activate more of the chest muscles, gives you a little bit more growth with those muscles, but that's up to you. And you're gonna want to touch a little bit below your chest. When pushing back up, you want to think about pushing towards your face instead of pushing straight up into a straight line, because pushing straight up can increase your risk for a shoulder injury. Also, your elbow positioning is going to be very important because you don't want to flare them out, but you don't want to tuck them too close to where they're way too close to your body. Just a slight 45 to 70 degree angle. Also, if you guys like the outfit I'm wearing, it is from Define. You can use discount code MamaSwole. Another key thing to remember is to activate your core muscles, and it will help you lift more weight if you think about inhaling a bunch of air into your stomach and holding it there while you're lifting the weight. You can breathe it out once you push it up, but creating that pressure will allow you to lift more weight. And it's also important to make sure you're activating those core muscles and bracing your core during this exercise. If this video was helpful for you, go check out my full week of workouts to get more insight on the exercises I do, and subscribe to join the Swole Squad.